Our story is about a truly remarkable individual and what he is doing today to help thousands of people. For more than 50 years, Boris Perchatkin has dedicated his life to defending oppressed Christians. He endured brutal suffering for his activism in Soviet labor camps, beaten and crippled during interrogations and torture, yet he stayed faithful to Christ and the Church. The gift God gave him in his youth, Boris Perchatkin has carried throughout his entire life. Even now, at the age of 80, he remains a deeply caring person who genuinely empathizes with God's children in their hardships. Despite intense persecution by the KGB, Boris Perchatkin and his fellow activists gathered and passed information to Western governments about the dire plight of Christians in the USSR who refused to yield to the godless regime's pressure. Behind every such document and report lie tens of thousands of tragedies, lives shattered, yet in most cases, not broken. After years of tireless effort, Nancy Reagan invited Boris to present his report to the U.S. Senate. As a result, the Lautenberg Amendment was passed in 1989, enabling around 1 million Christian refugees from the former Soviet Union to come to America and gain legal status. The Christian human rights organization ARRC, led by Boris Perchatkin, has been active for 25 years and is well known in U.S. government circles. Today, this man and his team are launching Project Exodus 2 starting in June 2025. The project focuses on protecting Christians who have fled to the United States due to the war in Ukraine.
We are continuing our initiative to establish a special quota for those who are currently stuck in the United States after arriving on parole. This applies not only to individuals on parole and not only to those from Ukraine, but also to people from former Soviet Union who cannot return home due to ongoing military actions and forced conscription. In Ukraine especially, there is total mobilization. Naturally, many people refuse to take up arms. Of course, this falls under a criminal article leading to prison sentences or labor camps. In the worst cases, it involves beatings and other forms of violence. We are even aware of one documented case where more than a dozen brothers who refused to bear arms were gathered together and told, "Very well, you will not take weapons. Here is a minefield. Go clear it." Such incidents have indeed been reported. Our goal is to secure this quota so that these individuals who find themselves in a truly desperate and hopeless situation can obtain legal status in the United States. This is the project we are focused on. It remains our top priority.
For citizens of Ukraine, and not only Ukraine, but all former Soviet countries, the ARRC initiative is to achieve a legal quota for legally adopted levels, so that you can prove, by providing your evidence, that you are not a nominal Christian, that you are an active member of the Church, that you are a Christian and held pacifist views in your country of origin. And you also want to obtain legal status here, so that your family and your ministry can develop in this country under legal conditions, and you will subsequently become citizens of this country. Unfortunately, there is no other organization or alternative for this matter other than the ARRC, our initiative. If you have any information, please let us know so we can collaborate. We are currently on our third trip to the Senate, Congress, and the State Department to advocate for the rights of believers, because under the laws of this country, we have the opportunity to stay here, and they have always defended the rights of believers. We need financial support so that we can effectively continue our work to care for your rights and your future, the future of your children and your churches. I want to immediately thank and praise everyone who trusts in God and has already supported us financially, at least for this trip. But this trip is not the end. We must continue this work. Therefore, support us and continue to support us financially and prayerfully. The word about this, that we are doing this and that this work is complex and difficult, but the Lord richly blesses us. Even during a shutdown and it seems like nothing is working, we continue to meet. Not a single meeting or appointment is canceled for us, and we seek God's blessing in this.
We are completely dependent on donations. To keep working, we need money. Because of the lack of funds, we cannot hire full-time workers. We started from zero. Our projects simply depend on funding. You could say this is our only chance to help people. We have workers, we have professionals who work professionally, who know what to do, how to do it, and where to do it.
If possible, participate in this project, because if we stop now in the middle of the road, then it will all be in vain, and a lot of money has already been spent. Very big thanks to you, to everyone who donated, who gave their finances.
Join us now. Time flies, and we have very, very little time.